What if you are not lazy, but your nervous system is in shutdown mode? In the last two videos, we talked about the red zone, fight or flight, always on edge, hard to slow down. Today, I want to talk about the other side. The days when you feel flat, heavy, far away from your own life. When people say, just do it, and you feel like they are speaking a different language. This is what we often call the blue zone, hypoarousal. Your system has gone too far down. Let's make this simple. Your nervous system has three main states. Green, within your window of tolerance. You can feel and think and act at the same time. Red, above the window. Fight or flight. Hyperarousal. Blue, below the window. Freeze or shut down. Hypoarousal. Web 1 is 60. Web 1 is 65. Most people know the red zone. Few people realize how many of their lazy days are actually blue zone days. Let me show you what that looks like. Meet Alex again. Some mornings, Alex wakes up and everything feels heavy. Getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. The body is tired, but not from doing a lot. It is a different kind of tired, a shutdown tired. The mind feels foggy. Decisions feel huge. Messages pile up. Alex scrolls on the phone, but is not really there. People might see Alex and think, unmotivated, not trying. Inside, it feels more like, I want to move, but there is no fuel. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Many people with chronic stress, trauma, or depression spend a lot of time in this low, collapsed state. Here is the key. Blue zone is not a moral failure. It is a survival response. When your system decides, this is too much, I cannot fight or run, it has one more option. Shut down. Conserve energy. Numb the pain. In the short term, that can protect you. In the long term, it can make life feel very small. So what can you actually do when you are here? You do not need more lectures. You need levers. Today, I want to give you 3. They are not magic, but they are based on what we know. Helps people move out of shutdown over time. Lever number 1. Tiny, structured action. When you are in the blue zone, waiting to feel motivated almost never works. Your brain's reward system is turned down. Web 208. Therapies like behavioral activation for depression start from the opposite direction. Act first. Feeling often follows. Across many studies, behavioral activation, deliberately scheduling and doing small, meaningful activities has reduced depressive symptoms as much as more complex therapies. Web 28, Web 2 and Web 2E. But in the blue zone, the scale has to be tiny. So instead of clean the whole house, you might choose put 1 plate in the sink. Instead of go back to the gym, you might choose walk to the end of the street and back. The rule is make the step so small that it feels almost silly. Write it down. Do it. Then notice that you did it. That I did something signal is the medicine, not the size of the task. If you can, anchor it in time. For example, every day after brushing my teeth, I open the curtains. After lunch, I step outside for 2 minutes. You are teaching your system, I can move a little, even when I feel flat. Over days and weeks, those tiny steps can add up and start to wake up the parts of the brain that respond to activity and reward. Web 208. Web 208. Lever number 2. Gentle movement, not punishment. When you hear exercise helps with depression and anxiety, it can feel impossible from the blue zone, but the research is very clear. Light to moderate physical activity, like walking, gentle strength work, or mixed movement, can reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety with effects similar to therapy or medication in many studies. Web 209. Web TKS. Web D110. Web D6. That does not mean you need intense workouts. From the blue zone, we are looking for movement that says, I am still here. My body can still move. Think of a 5-minute walk around the block, stretching your whole body in bed, standing up every hour to roll your shoulders, following a very short beginner video. If 5 minutes is too much, start with 1 minute. If outside feels too much, walk laps inside your home. The point is not fitness. The point is to gently bring your activation up just enough to get you closer to your window again. Web will next. Web 827. Many people notice that after a few minutes of light movement, their thoughts get a tiny bit clearer and tasks feel 1% more possible. That is success. Lever number 3. Safe connection, even in micro doses. Shutdown loves isolation. The more disconnected you feel, the easier it is to stay in the blue zone. But social connection is one of the strongest protectors we know of for mental health. Large studies show that people who feel more socially connected have lower risks of developing depression and anxiety over time. Web and a webdul web. Again, this does not mean you need big parties or deep conversations every day. From the blue zone, connection might look like sending a 2-line text to one safe person, replying with just one emoji if words feel too hard, sitting in a cafe or library around other humans, attending an online group where you do not have to speak. Your nervous system learns not only from what you think, but from who you are around. Safe, predictable contact can slowly signal to your system, "It is less dangerous to be here than my body thinks." So we have 3 levers: tiny actions, gentle movement, safe connection. Let's put them into one simple blue day plan. On a day when you feel shut down, you can ask, 1 tiny action, 1 minute of movement, 1 moment of connection. Tiny action might be, put clothes in one pile, open one email and close it again. Movement might be, walk in place for 60 seconds. Stretch my arms overhead 3 times. Connection might be, send thinking of you to one person. Sit in a public place for 10 minutes. If that still feels impossible, shrink it again. Your brain may say, "This is pointless." That is part of the shutdown talking. We are not trying to fix your whole life in a morning. We are trying to give your nervous system a few signals that the threat level has changed. A couple of important caveats. First, blue zone states can overlap with depression, medical conditions, and side effects from medication. Web 227. Web dis 2. If you notice long periods of numbness, loss of interest, changes in sleep or appetite, or thoughts that life is not worth living, please talk with a professional. You deserve support. Second, it is okay if the red and blue zones still show up. They are part of being human. The goal is not to live in green forever. The goal is to notice where you are and to have a map and some tools to move a little closer to the middle. Over time, those small movements up from blue and down from red can widen your window. Life still has waves, but you are more able to ride them. Instead of going under, in the next video we will put everything together. How to design your day so your nervous system does not have to shout to get your attention, and how to build routines that support both the red and the blue sides of you. If this video helped you see your shutdown as a nervous system state, not a personal failure, subscribe for more evidence-based content on anxiety, stress, and your nervous system. And tell me in the comments, when you are in the blue zone, which lever feels most possible right now? A, tiny actions. B, gentle movement. C, safe connection. D, honestly, all of them feel hard.